a good song. But yeah, it starts crazy. It's always Gachiakuta is first it looks kind of like, yeah, this is badass guys. And then he just goes crazy, right? First it's like, it's a shonen anime. We got weapons. And then it's like some psychedelic drug again. You're like, what's happening? This screen is exploding in my face. Like, goddamn Gachiakuta can never be normal. No, this line is great though. I'll go for his tattoo. That's great. Now we see a bunch of all the friends, right? The cleaners. The baby, the camp and so on. Then we got controversial woman, yeah. Even in the opening is controversial! Even in the opening alone can also be controversial. My god, I'm casted now, aren't I? Oh yeah, that's the warp girl. Yeah, so we see the rogue, all the bad guys coming up, because she got like a garbage can. Her power is so stupid though, it's like, you know, she has like a garbage can, she can open up a portal. Then I go to see the guy that killed Papa. Yes, we want revenge for our dad! And then he's gonna fight his new, you know, the new, like, the raider leader, so he gets a rivalry. Exactly, so we have like a cool... I love this thing, they punch him and say something that thing. Classic anime, right? When they do that, yeah, when they do the classic, when they punch his shoulder, right? So it's a good part in the opening. I mean, it's classic, right? Classic. Okay, guys, time for Gachiakuta opening. The first opening was insane, right? The first opening, that was a crazy opening. For them, it was, of course, One Punch Man opening, was in my Punch t-shirt, right? It's a great opening, BABYMETAL project, yeah. But now then, we have... I really like Mori Calliope. I cannot pronounce it correctly. I said I cannot pronounce it correctly. But it's a great artist, and I have made videos about them before. Let's below for that. I really enjoy the music. So I think it's going to be a great opening, of course, musical standpoint, right? Now, like I said though, Gachiakuta opening 1 was just this like psychedelic madness nightmare fuel thing. So let's see what they do here. But yeah, I mean, Gachiakuta is weird, right? After all, last week was very controversial with this female character, right? So, yeah. Well, side note, I have of course reacted to Gachiakuta before it, the episode as well, but I don't know, I don't have time to kind of keep doing it, so I'm still watching it, and I might do like a review or whatever when it's finished, or maybe I binge react to it to finish, something like that. I have edited some parts before. So if you want more Gachiakuta, yeah, leave a comment below, guys. But anyway, let's go to the... Here we go. Yeah, so with his gloves, of course, his beloved item. Everyone's really badass, yeah. That's really nice. The animation of having them in this like square thing, that's cool. It's very like romantic trash, man, yeah. That was cool from the angle there, nice. So now we have a bunch of new characters in the first opening, but yeah, we have seen a lot more characters now in this anime, so it's a little more, they have more like a raw gallery now, and also for friends on. Oh yeah, now it slows down, classic her, classic music style. Oh, that's the woman with controversy. That's the controversial lady, that's the controversial woman, okay. Uh-oh, we cancel now, but yeah, Mori Calliope, yeah. That's good. Oh, that's the guy that killed Dad? I think so, yeah, did you see that? Yeah, exactly. So that's the guy that killed Dad, right? He definitely returned this season. Explain why he killed it all. The rivalry fight in the opening course. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Like the umbrella cross. Yeah, this is like the main team, right? The weirdos. And the laughter was great. The mad laughter thing. But yeah, okay, let's bring it down. That's an anime opening for you. No, I like this. It's classic. It was classic, man. I liked it a lot. I like Mori Calliope. I can't even pronounce it. I don't know what I'm trying for. Mori Calliope? Calliope? Is it like a star thing or something? Mori Calliope. Whatever, I digress. I will say one thing here, guys. I apologize if this video be a little short. I usually do my anime opening because I do feel tired now. I didn't plan out to do like 3, I suppose, BABYMETAL videos, and then the One Punch Man, and then now this, right? And I just went to the gym in between, so I actually feel a little bit, it's exhausting, but no, it's fun. But honestly, yeah, it's a little bit exhausting. Like you watch the openings and it's fun, it's screaming, you're laughing, yeah, it gets fun. I hope you like the video. But overall, right, not a crazy video from, of course, Gachiakuta. I will say it was less psychedelic than the previous one, definitely. The first one was definitely weirder And I have to say, I actually probably prefer this one. Or, I mean, it depends on your taste, right? But yeah, I think I prefer the visual of the one here, because sure, the other one is psychedelic and it's weird. It's like they're puking and things are flying out, and you know what I mean. It's like, oh yeah. But this one here felt more like a classic shonen anime opening. Right? They're fighting. We see all the characters. They're like, doo, 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 and you see stuff happening, and it's like this felt more. This felt like a better directed opening, in my opinion. Honestly, I know people might say, "Oh, you should say a taste thing," because if you like the more psychedelic sociology of it, you might like opening one. But I think this is right, and I'm gonna explain what I mean. See, I think this garbage in here perfectly exemplifies what I mean, right? So in the first opening, it was just like psychedelic puking and trash or whatever. It's very weird, right? It was very, very weird. It's a good opening, but it was weird. This here feels like a much more actually directed anime opening, because, for example, here we see one of the bad girls going in with this portal, and now all the other bad guys are coming out of this thing, right? You know, they were jumping up the bam, bam, bam. This here is a much more, again, right, an anime opening, where you're getting the feeling of this is this evil woman, it's another evil woman, it's an evil guy, he's the leader of the evil guys, right? And before that, you had the new friends, right? You see the clean, you come back running up this one. So this here is a much more like storytelling, right? The storytelling is much better, because you have all the good guys and you have all the bad guys, and they're gonna fight, and they're gonna do this fisting. You see the girl getting, you know, the controversial girl in mid and so on. So this opening has a lot more actual storytelling and drama and characters, and it's characterized. This guy's like, oh no, so you get kind of who they are, right? The first opening felt weird in the sense that, yes, it was psychedelic and so on, but it was weird also as it didn't really like explain the characters, right? It just showed you the main character and a few of the other like closest friends, but they didn't show the personality, right? They were just standing there like a figure and exploding into puke or trash or whatever. It wasn't actually happening anything. This here shows you the actual character. It actually shows you who they are. The bad guy, the good guy. So this is a much better opening, I think, actually, yeah. But I think a lot of people probably still prefer the first opening, because it is, again, psychedelic and it's weird and it's freaky and it's airy and it's like, oh, something's happening. But I think this here is actually much more what I respect, right, from a properly done opening. Now, that being said, I think the first opening could have been psychedelic and also have more storytelling. And to some respect, maybe just how it is, right? They don't want to like spoil any of the characters from the first opening. So I think this here actually is a lot better from that standpoint, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. But it kind of reminds me of, not that it's psychedelic, but like have a narrative opening one, right? Narrative opening one is, you know, it's like, you know, rocks. You know, I mean, I love it. It's a classic opening, but it's very generic, right? The actual visuals. The visuals use Naruto, Sasuke, and so on, right? That woman, whatever her name is, and they're fighting some random tigers, right? It doesn't really tell you much about the actual characters and story. It's just that they are ninjas, I guess, right? But it doesn't, you know, really indulge into it. And then you get the classic opening 2, of course, is Funeration, right? Harley Kanata, and then you see, you know, Gaara, you see Shikamaru, you see all these characters fighting. This is how this opening is a lot more to it, you know. Like opening 2 is like, okay, here we have 13 characters, it's action, it's drama, it's all this thing happening, right? So yeah, I think this here was much better. That being said, I don't think it's as good as opening 2 though, which is I think one of the best openings of all time. But I digress. But you know, hoping to get my point. I think, because I mean, I love doing anything, so to speak. I've done so many videos, right, where I review anime openings. It's like, I think half of my videos are, but I do it a lot, right? And this is what I'm looking for a lot. I always have my three criterias, right? The actual music, and I have to say I also prefer Mori Calliope as a musician as well, then, and the first opening, but it's like the music, right, and the storyline. It's and then the general, you know, like message and so on, right? So it's just like, yeah, this has a much more storyline, much more so. But the more I rewatch it now, I'm like, yeah, no, this is actually a lot more I would expect, right, from an anime opening, a lot more so. And the first one actually is kind of classic and opening one, like I said, right, where you just have like nothing actually really is happening. It's just like giving you the premise of trash, right, and weirdness, but it doesn't actually explain anything or tell you who the cast are. What do you guys think about that? But I think, I don't know, I was supposed to make, my plan was to make like a very short video, like a 3-minute video, because like I said, I was very exhausted. So I'm going to like this rant now, but what makes an anime opening? No, but seriously, this opening here I think is much better, and the song was better too. I mean, but I'm a bias because I like this artist. Anyway, guys, hope you subscribe, press the like button, and I'll see you guys. Hopefully, you also got One Punch Man, so forth, and see you guys, and have a great day.